I'll show you how to sew these buttons onto the other side. So same as the shank button, you want to take your stitch ripper and go to the bottom of the button and just rip out the bottom stitches and thread, and then pull out all of the thread you have there. So you have your button out, and then just remove any excess thread that's on your thing by going to the bottom and pulling it out. You might have to stitch rip a couple more times just to get it completely out. And then you want to go to the other side of your shirt that has the buttonholes on it. So you took it off of this side, so you want to re-put it on this side so it's a little fakey thing, so it looks like you actually put a button there when you didn't. So if you have two holes, I would recommend just turning them like this, because if you put it like this, it's a lot harder because the hole will get in the way. So you want to make sure it's like this when you apply it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your needle, and you want to thread it with the red thread and double it. So you have 2 threads here. And then you want to start with your anchor stitch. So right next to the buttonhole, right where there isn't that thick threading, you want to just go in the fabric, and this one is very good to do a little tiny one, and just do a little through the fabric back out, and then pull like that. You might have to tighten it there, and then do that one more time so you get a nice anchor stitch, and then pull it. And then, so for the button, you want to put it on again so the buttons are horizontal like that. And then you want to go into one hole and then down through the other hole like that. And then just thread it through and pull it so it goes all the way to the bottom. And then what you want to do is, on the bottom, it's a little tricky when you have the hole there, but you want to go down through the fabric. It's a little harder, again, because you have the sewing there, and up on the other side. Up on the other side. You might have to push a little harder because you're going through all of this sewing here, and it's okay if you just get like if you just hook a little bit of it. It's still fine. And then you want to pull through like that, and then go again in through the hole and down through the other side, and then pull it down, and then on the bottom again through one side, and back up on the other that. And then for the last time, you just want to go in one hole and out the other hole, and then pulling like that. So you have that button there. And then for the same as we did for the shank button, what you want to do is you want to wrap it around twice, 1, 2, and then just pull so you get a little tighten at the bottom. And then you want to flip it to the bottom where you have all your thread, and just find I'd use the anchor stitch in this case, and you just want to go through that anchor stitch and up on the other side, and then pull it, but not all the way through, just so you have these 2 little loops are still there at the back. And then you want to take your needle and just drop it through that hole you have just created, the little loop that you have here. Like that. And then pull it all the way tight on the bottom. Like that. And then just trim the bottom as close to the button as you can without cutting the knot. Like that. And there you go. And then you have your little button over top, so it looks like it'll come through.